Hi, you guys. So before I get into this message, I just want to let y'all know, just be careful with these fake pages, y'all, because they out here scamming again under my picture. And I do apologize if y'all receive some type of like message or whatever, like a comment, because like that's what they're doing. They're just commenting under somebody's comment as if it's me. And they even talking about the read, so it's like acting like it's really me, but it's not. I promise y'all, I ain't got time to be posing as if, like I'm myself. I don't know, but yeah, just be careful because I don't do reads over the phone. That's really what the scam is. It's like they tell you to text the number or whatever. I guess it's like a WhatsApp number. I don't even have a WhatsApp number. I got like a real phone, and then my Google number too. I'll leave that in the comment section. But that's really the only contact because I don't even be on the phone like that, y'all. I promise y'all. That's why I be like, I don't see how people don't see that it's not me because I don't really be talking on the phone and stuff, and I don't do reads over the phone. It's always pre-recorded. So yeah, just watch out. Do not respond back to it. Let me know if you see it too, because they be blocking me to where I can't even see it. So I gotta go into my other account and then try to delete it or whatever. It's kind of hard, but yeah, they out here scamming again. But anyway, the message, I feel like this message is specifically for women, y'all, and I'm kind of upset I got this message. I'm like, it kind of brought back emotion I forgot that I even, the thought or a feeling that I even had, which is very interesting. But not really sure if someone just recently went through some type of breakup or whatever. But it's like the main issue that you could have. It's like you may feel like you wasted your time in some type of relationship or partnership, because what I was shown specifically was actually I had saw two things. Like before I even had this dream the night before, I was like laying down meditating, and it was like I was like really relaxed too. And what I was meditating on, because sometimes I'd be saying my affirmations or like mantras, my mantras or whatever. And I started seeing like a woman. It looked like she was out on a date or something. I'm not really sure. But it looked like it was like a nighttime setting too. Like she had got all dressed up. I'm not really sure if someone got stood up or something, because that's kind of, it looked like she was in distress. So I mean, I was trying to figure out what was going on, but she had like a black dress on. It looked like it was off the shoulder, and it was like very like form fitting. She had red lipstick on, and she had like long black box braids. Like she looked very nice too, but it looked like something had happened, and it looked like she could have possibly been on some type of date or whatever. But going into like the dream, because I didn't know like why I was having that vision, but it's like women could be like in distress right now, or it's like something dealing with like romance or something. I'm not really sure, but this message solely has something to do with like marriage, and I don't really know that much. Like I'm just speaking on like what I saw, y'all. But it's like some women right now, you could be feeling like you wasted your time in some type of partnership or relationship. That's why I was like, I'm not really sure if somebody went through some type of breakup or something recently, where you could have been with a person for a long time, right? And it's like they didn't even like you could have been wanting the person to propose to you, because that's really what it was about too. It was like a woman was crying, and it's like you could be going to people for advice too. It's like some people may not understand it too. It's like you could have went to like a guy for advice, or like a sibling for advice, but it's like they don't understand what you're going through. But it's like you could have friends that's like already married too, and you could be getting advice from them, because like I had started seeing it was kind of like a girl talk type of situation where it looked like somebody could have been talking to a friend, right? And the friend was like, yeah, so-and-so had proposed to me like after 2 years, because it was like different numbers of like the years. It's like some people was like 2 years, 3 years, or like 4 years or something, like the time frame. So not really sure how long you was like in the partnership or relationship, y'all. But I was trying to figure out how I was going to translate this message, because I was like, I don't really know what type of advice to give. But that's like the worst feeling for like a woman. If you was with somebody for a long time, you thinking like you doing all the right things too, and you thinking like the person is going to like like finally commit, all the way commit to you, because you could be kind of somewhat committed to the person, but it's like they never try to marry you or whatever the case is. That's like the worst feeling. But sometimes it just don't be the right person. Sometimes people are just not ready. And it's like you can't force them to be ready. It's like you can't force a person like, oh, go buy me a ring or whatever. It's like it shouldn't have to be forced. Y'all know my saying. Well, I don't know who came up with the saying, but if they wanted to, they would. Like, seriously. That's like something that I live by. And it's not just like, you know, it's just in general. Like, if a person wanted to, they would. It's like if you gotta ask, that means they didn't want to in the first place. So it's like, you know, you can't force it, or you can't don't feel like you're not worthy either. Cause there's some women out here that's like definitely like wifey material, but it's like they just been getting played with pretty much. It's like, you know, you just didn't meet the right person. But yeah, it's like if they wanted to, they would. It's like it shouldn't even have to be an issue. It's like a person should already know if they want to be with a person. But sometimes you know, depending on where somebody is in their journey, and depending on like the age range or whatever, I don't know. But it's like sometimes they just don't be ready for that or whatever the case is. Especially if the person had you in some type of like third party situation too. It's like they just was not taking they could be just not taking relationships serious pretty much. It's like, but don't feel bad about it. Cause that's like, I feel like that's like a really common issue too with women. It's like you be with with a person for 3 years, 4 years, and it's like you feel like you was getting played the whole time. Especially if you got a child with a person too. It's like, wow, that's like really all I got. Not saying you regret having a child or whatever, but sometimes women do feel like, and I know a lot of people don't, like a lot of women don't be saying it, but it's the truth. It's like, wow, like the person was playing me the whole time. You may feel like your time was wasted too. But yeah, I guess the advice is just like, you know, it's not the right person. It's like maybe that's not the person for you. So yeah, don't question your worth as well. It's like don't question your qualities too. It's like if you were with a person for a while and it's like you could have been, you know, wanting them to like propose to you, or you could have been expecting that, but it's like they just never did it. They could have just been not ready, or it's just not the right person. Because if they wanted to, they would. But yeah, that's pretty much what the message was, y'all. I know a lot of women gonna relate to that one, but that's the dream that I had got, and I was just sharing it because I was like, wow, I could definitely relate to that. And that's not a good feeling to have, but it's like you just gotta know, you just gotta trust the divine is gonna, you know, bring somebody that will be sure about you, because sometimes people just be unsure. But yeah, that's pretty much what the message was, and I'll see y'all later.